In today's video, I am running through everything that has been going on in December, and boy, oh boy, it has been a corker. I have done a book, I've been to Christmas parties, I've been to New Year's parties, and I had a old lady, a woman, and a pregnant woman peeing in my toilet. So let's crack on, shall we? Like I say, December. What a month you've been. This video is going to be a bit of a higgledy-piggledy put together. There'll be clips of, you know, things I've done throughout the month, and, you know, we go back in time, we come back, we go back, we come back, go back, come back. You know what I mean? So that's going to happen. I wanted to, you know, just catch you all up on what I've been doing this month, because there's been so much going on. So I've got a Pepsi, I've got some notes to remember, because that much has gone on. I've had to, you know, note down what has gone on. I can't believe I've actually launched a book. That was the first part of this month. Actually seeing the book for the very first time arrive. I went over to my mum's where it got delivered, and yeah, holding it, and I mean, you'll see the footage now. I have got it, here it is. Oh, here we go. It's covered, it's covered. All right, let's have a look. Look at this! Oh my god! I know this sounds really stupid, but it's a real book! I've done it! Look! Look at that! Oh, yes, yes! Actually seeing my book in print, it was something else. It really was. The pre-launch was then available on the website, and I can't thank you enough that ordered the book. So many of you have, and I've had so much positive feedback from it. I've got reviews coming in now on the book on the website, which you can all go check out, and like, it's all 5 stars, and it's like, great book, Daz, brilliant, love it. And I you know what, it sounds, you know, out there, but the love I feel, and my heart is full. My heart is full, and I'm so chuffed that I've done the book and it's finally out there. It's a bit windy right now. The land yacht is a bit ooh, but we move on. So yeah, the book went for launch, and the pre-order went up. So many of you, like I say, ordered, and I cannot thank you enough. And then it come to having to fulfill these orders, and I'd never done any of this before. And Chris from Chris and Dani are on the Park for Night stand with me for the last couple of years, along with Tash and the Park for Night team at the NEC. And Chris has launched multiple books now. If none of you have seen them, I'll leave a link in the description below, and a QR code up here. Head on over to him. He's got so many books of like Scotland and this, that, and the other. And I used them when I was up Scotland this year. And yeah, there was one perfect tip in there about going to do the Hebridean boat tour, whale tour, to go see. And I actually saw whales. It was brilliant. It really was. So Chris is an absolute legend. He took me under his wing. He's launched books himself. He's made mistakes. He's done things, you know, because he didn't have anyone helping him when he done his. So I cannot thank him enough. I really can't. He helped me design the book. So it took me ages enough to write it, let alone designing it. So he helped me design it, finish it, and then we got it printed. We got all the books delivered to Chris's. I went up there all the way up to Durham to go and spend an evening with Chris and Dani, and then they helped me pack over 200 books. And then I had like 11 sacks of Royal Mail sacks to take the next morning. It really was full on. I am at the Royal Mail depot, ready to drop off 11 sacks of books. I can't wait, this is mad. And just like that, 11 sacks of books, my book, are in the Royal Mail, on their way to their new owners, to you, on the way to you. Chris, you are a legend, mate. I can't thank you enough. I'm in your debt. Definitely, I'm in your debt. You've helped me out to no end, and I can't wait to repay the favour at any time. So once the book was out, I was then travelling back down, and I was heading to like a Christmas party with Ads Adventures, invited me along to the barn, which is a pretty cool place. That's where Ads has built quite a lot of his van, and quite a lot of other people have built their vans. You can like rent a space, and then, you know, work on your van. It's somewhere safe for you to work on your van, sheltered. There's tools, there's power, there's water, and everything like that. I will leave links in the description of the place if you're looking to build a van and you need somewhere to work on it. Then I'll leave all the links and details in the description below. But it's such a cool place. Leaving Chris's, I then done a few stops on the way down. I had to do a few bits and bobs on the way down, and then I thought I'd get to the barn a day early. That was fine with Aid and it was fine with Ads. So I'm heading down. I'm thinking, right, I'm going to be there. I'm going to get there nice and early, and then I'm there for the start of it in the morning, because I was travelling quite a way. I'm making my way down. I'm about 12 miles from the barn, and I'm on the M5. I want to say M5 junction 11A. I've just passed junction 11A. I'm about half a mile past it, and then we come to standstill traffic. And I was talking to Luke on the phone at the time, Luke from the Nomad Per, my editor, legend Luke, shout out. So I'm on the phone to him. We're talking videos, we're talking YouTube, we're catching up, you know. And I'm like, oh, it's traffic. I've just come to a standstill. Something in the distance is maybe an accident. And from then, at like, I want to say 4:15, 4:30, dead. Standstill traffic. Long story short, I stayed there for 9 hours. 9 hours I was stuck on the M5. Oh, that was, yeah, I was like 12 miles from the location of the barn, ready to then just chill out and enjoy time with my mates. No. I was stuck for 9 hours. Now, I don't know about you, but I got a bit of a, not a superstition, it's kind of a superstition. When I'm in a traffic jam, and I've been in a few with the lorry and all this and that, and I'm like, oh, right, okay, well, engine's off, you know, rules don't apply anymore. Technically, they probably still do exist, but engine's off, people are walking around the carriageway, you know, feet up on the dash, whatever, you know, phones out, get your tablet out, do whatever, pen and paper. And I see them times as like, oh, I could be doing so much out here, you know, with this time. But then I don't do it because I know the minute I start doing it, that we'll start moving again. So I'm like, right, I'm not going to do it because we'll move again, and you know, we'll start moving. And then like 2 hours go past, I'm like, oh, I could have really done so. I could have watched a movie by now. I could have started doing some paperwork and things like that. You know, because I've obviously got my house with me. I don't do anything, and then I'm like kicking myself because then 4 hours goes past, and I'm like, oh, I really should have done something. And then, you know, and then lo and behold, on like hour 8, I kind of like gone, right, okay, I've had enough of this, and I've got my pillow, and I'm like, right, put my hoodie down, someone can beat me if we, you know, I'm just gonna put, I had the tablet on anyway because that was easy enough to put on and move, and I start snuggling down, warm, you know, got a diesel heater on, and then 20 minutes later we start moving, and I'm like, see, I knew it the minute I do something. Anyway, I want to tell you a quick story about the 3 women, not the 3 wise men, the 3 wise women, maybe, I don't know, we want to call them that. So I'm stuck in this traffic, people are mulling around on the carriageway because we haven't moved anywhere for about 4 hours. And a guy comes over and he says, he goes, all right, mate, all right. And he's looking at the motorhome and he can see it's, you know, it's a big motorhome, Mum's in the driver's seat. And he starts talking to me, he goes, you ain't got a toilet in there by any chance, have you, that my old mum could use? She's busting for the toilet, and I don't think she's going to last much longer, and she really doesn't want to go over on the verge. And I'm like, oh, what a position to be put in. Now, I don't know. I want your thoughts on this. Would you let people use your toilet in that situation? So I'm like, not really. You know, it's a bit full. And then, you know, I didn't really push that. And he's like, oh, I just don't think she's going to... And at that point, we thought we was going to be getting released in another 3-4 hours. In another couple of hours. So she wasn't going to last. And I was like, okay, give me 5 minutes. I'll just make sure it's presentable because, you know, it's me. I'm a bachelor. I'm a one... You know, don't live like an animal, but, you know, it's you know, I've got to make sure it's up to spec. So he said, oh, thank you ever so much, mate. So I made sure it's all fine, which it is. It always is. I open the door, let this lady in. I go stand out on the carriageway with this guy while she's, you know, doing her business in the toilet. And I'm thinking, right, I've done my good deed. And then as she comes out of the toilet, out the habitation door, another lady comes over and she says, oh, there's no chance I could use your toilet, could I? I'm pregnant. I'm busting. And I'm like, well, I can't say no now, can I? So, yeah, crack on. So she comes in and then she goes into the toilet and I'm still on the carriageway talking to this guy. His mum's gone back to the car now. She's fine. She's hunky-dory. The next lady, the pregnant woman, goes in. She's doing her business. And again, as she comes out, another woman comes over and says, oh, I couldn't use your toilet, could I? I'm busting. And I'm like, well, it's like I'm a Portaloo now. Yeah, crack on. So she goes in, she's like, oh, you know, and don't get me wrong, they were all really grateful. And, you know, it was a great thing I could, you know, do, I suppose, you know, lend them my toilet. A bit of TMI, but I don't pee in my toilet. I use a pee bowl, and it was an empty cassette. So I'm like, damn it, I've got an empty cassette which has now got 3 women's pee in it. None of my own. I've done some good for the world. I got some good karma went out there, surely, you know. After that, I was like, right, I need to turn all the lights off and just pretend I'm asleep, because I don't want half of the, you know, thousands of cars and women coming down and going, oh, can we use your toilet? Can we use your toilet? Can we use? And I'm like, no. So what would you have done in that situation? Has that happened to you? Have you been in a traffic jam and people come and ask to use your toilet? Would you let people use your toilet in that situation? And do you think I've earned myself some good karma? I don't know. I think I have. I was thankful I'm in the motorhome. I did feel for people that were in the traffic jam for 9 hours in their car. I really did. And once we got let loose at 1 a.m, there were so many people that had their batteries were flat and they were, you know, dead in the water basically. So I've got one of the jump packs which I bought over Black Friday. I don't know why I bought it. I just felt inclined to buy it on Black Friday. I didn't need it. I've never had the problem myself, but I thought, oh, you know, it's a good deal. Yeah, I'll buy that. I've always kind of wanted one just for wanting one. So I bought it and then just charged it up and put it in the glove box. And then lo and behold, I used it 4 times that night. 4 times. Some things are just, you know, meant to be, aren't they? You know, it gets put in front of you, you do it, and then opportunities present themselves further down. So that was me getting to the barn. I ended up parking in a lay-by at 2:30 in the morning and then arriving at the barn the next morning. And look who's just turned up. Oh, here's a dodgy driver. We're here for one night only. Aid's cooking loads of food, and he has got the best cooker in the absolute world. It looks amazing, it really does. This is the barn. Right, I've got my chair, Pepsi Max is over in there. Let's go see everyone. Aid, the host, is no short of a legend. The cooking he done, oh my God. Oh my God. The rotisserie, like the electric pit rotisserie he's got, was so incredible. We had tons of food. The pork crackling and the cheese sauce were to die for. They really were. It was so good. So good. And there was just so much food, and just like, I'd never met Aid, I'd never been to the barn before, and just welcome with open arms, like I'd been there all my life, like, you know, an old friend. Just settled right in, and it was a real great night. It really was. Don't know really how this has happened, but been dragged away from the festivities to do some childish antics.
Right, I found the biggest drill bit possible. So now we got to do it. Will that fit in that?
So he's got explosives.
No, they're not mine.
They're not mine. So we found them, officer. Yeah. We found them, officer.
Well, basically, we have to bore out the carrot. Wow! Bit me! We have to bore out the carrot. Oh, this isn't even...
I got in trouble with carrots. I went to the, what's the thingy? The place with all the donkeys. The New Forest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I bought 10 bags of carrots.
So you're not allowed to feed them?
No, I fed them 1 bag, and then I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to go get 10 bags. Come back and then read a sign.
Did you put it on a video?
Yeah.
I saw it, Darren.
Not allowed to do it.
I watch your videos, unlike you. Right. Whoa, okay.
Oh, it's spitting everywhere.
It's healthy, Darren. Healthy
This
food.
is not healthy.
There we go. One exploding carrot. Hey, no.
There was a lot of us catching up, and yeah, it was really nice to just hang out with my mates, just have a night, have some good food, and just chill out. And we did get up to some silly antics, as you'll see in the videos. But Ads has got a whole video of that night, which I'll link in the description as well, so you can go over and check that, because it was a fun night. It really was.
We love you. We thought you should know that, actually.
We do.
Come on, show us your plate.
I don't think your audience will be very impressed with my plate. I've got a basic version of a Christmas dinner. I avoided all vegetables at all costs.
No.
All right, fair play.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play.
I bought it all again, so everyone be right.
It's just so much meat. It's brilliant. I have died and gone to heaven. After the barn, I then raced over to see my family for the Christmas period. I got over to Harrow to see my niece, my nephew, and all the family. Now, massive shout out to everyone that works Christmas Day. My mum was working Christmas Day. She's the head cook in head chef, head cook in a care home, private care home for the elderly. So I've dealt with that for many years. You know, she's worked quite a lot of Christmases throughout my childhood, growing up and all that. And we always either have it Christmas later in that day, or maybe on Boxing Day we'll have our Christmas Day. And it's been norm to me of this way we've grown up. Me and my brothers have known that, and that's the way it is. But massive shout out to anyone that has to work, Christmas Day and everything. You're legends, you really are, and you're keeping things running, and you're making other people's Christmas Day amazing by doing that. You really are. We had our Christmas Day in the evening. To be fair, I didn't eat that much. I mean, a lot of my lot, my brother, he packed his plate high. He didn't even have any vegetables on it. I had some token peas, I'll have you know. Token peas. My mum always does a lovely Christmas dinner. She really does, and then goes mad with making things for the kids and the cakes and sweets and everything. My niece Mia, she loved all her Bluey stuff, all the teddies and everything that I've got her. She loves it, and I've got her some like t-shirts and onesies and pajamas and jumpers and hoodies and everything, all Bluey. And yeah, I'm proper. I know she loves Bluey, so I try and hunt for that stuff for her. And Liam, I got him a Switch game which he absolutely loved, and a few other little bits and bobs. And yeah, he loved Christmas, and he was straight on camera. Did you get lots of presents?
Yeah.
Yeah, look this way. How many did you get?
1,000.
1,000 presents?
90 million.
90 million?
No, a million.
A million.
Yeah.
Has it been really good? Mm-hmm. It was a really nice time, really quite quiet, but nice and wholesome, hanging out with my family, which is what you want, isn't it? It is what you want. Straight after Boxing Day, I've left the family and I have headed to Hereford. There's loads of us here that are ready to at the Hereford Rowing Club, ready to see the new year in. We're all hanging out together, doing a few bits and bobs, playing some games, doing some playing sticky 13s, like it's like a bingo with cards, doing bits on our laptops, chilling out, just having catch ups and just hanging out. Me, John, Tash, Ricky and Beth all went into Hereford town and went to Beefy Boys. If you come to Hereford and you don't go to Beefy Boys, you're doing it wrong. So we went over to Beefy Boys, and did not disappoint. The burgers are so on fire, they really are. I had the bacon boy, and then I had the bacon dirty fries. That was really, really good. I love that they do refill drinks. Shame it's not Pepsi Max, but we'll get past that because they got good burgers. Now, the Ricky and John had desserts, and I was like, do I have a dessert or not? And I had a go out for having sugar, because I got to go out big time in the comments for having some churros at the one and only Christmas market I done this year. So I thought, do you know what? No, I won't do that. I will stick away from the sugar. I'll have another burger. So I had the PB&J burger, which was bacon jam, burger, bacon, cheese and peanut butter. So I had that for my dessert. Yes. Now, to say I was stuffed like a proper little stuck pig is an understatement. It really is. But I loved it. And it wasn't really sugary. So I didn't eat sweets. I had an extra burger. And the guy was so shocked. I was like, can I have a burger for dessert? He's like, yeah. I was like, do many people do this? He's like, no. We had a great time there at Beefy Boys, really did. But tonight we are going into the rowing club and we have got the New Year's party. So we've got buffet, we've got canapes, buffet, and then we're going to have drinks and just have a little boogie, and there'll be music and lots of, I mean, I ain't going to be dancing, you ain't going to get none of that. But we're going to be having a night, you know, chilling out together, having fun, having some drinks and music. So it should be good. I really can't wait to ring in the new year with all my mates. And yeah, it's just going to be a great time. But that is my December. As you can see, it's been a jam-packed December. It really has. But it's been amazing, and a massive part of that is to you guys. It really is. So thank you so much for everything you've done, for watching me this year, for watching me throughout the years. I really can't thank you enough. I love each and every one of you. I can't, you know, yeah, you guys are the legends. You really are. Going into the new year, we're going to have loads more stuff coming up. I've got so many plans for next year. It's going to be brilliant. I'd love to know what your plans are. Have you got any trips booked? Are you going to get, you know, you changing your motorhome? You're getting a camper van? You're building a camper van? Have you got, you know, plans to modify it? What, you know, what are your plans of this, that, and the other? I want to hear it all in the comments below. I love knowing what you guys are doing. Do you need any help with anything? Do you want to see any certain videos? Do you want to see me do stuff, go somewhere? How do I do this? How do I do that? Drop it all in the comments below and we can make 2025 an absolute banging year for us all. 2024 has been a pretty good year. 2025 is going to be an absolute corker and I cannot wait. So I hope you had a great festive season, a brilliant Christmas. I hope you've had a great new year. I'm going to go ring in the new year with my mates and I'll leave you with this footage. And I'll catch you next year. Take it easy. Bye. Wow. I don't pay to make friends.